to move on to rugby, because I think ultimately that's what you do, and I think that's what you want to be judged on. This year with Wasps, obviously reaching the finals and just falling short on the final day, how much would it have meant to you to come back to your boyhood club and guide them to a Premiership title?
Yeah, definitely would have been great. You know, we finished first and we had a great season, and we got to Twickenham, and like, it's funny because you finish sixth and you make Europe and your season finishes and you're kind of happy with it. You get the further you get, the closer you get, the harder it is to take. So especially in extra time, you know. But you know, I think Exeter had a very, very good season as well, which it's hard to say because obviously it would have been nice if it was us, but you know, there'll be lessons that we'll take from it and move on for next season. And you know, you've got to be in these games, you know, to really experience them, understand what they're going to be like in future, and it's going to hold the whole squad in good stead, from backroom staff to playing staff. You know, it'll be an experience that everyone's embarked together already.
For you personally, how much has this season in particular been a learning experience? Because it's very different from your time at Melbourne Rebels and at Sale Sharks. Very different challenges. Yeah,
it's very different. Yeah, I've enjoyed it. You have to always embed into a new group. It always happens. You know, people always end up having better second, third seasons when they're with a new group. There's just a lot to take on, because it's always, you know, like, who's this new guy coming in? And you know, like we've spoke about, I don't exactly come quietly with my profile, so it's having to get to know people, and it probably extends that period of getting to know each other.
As the season got towards the end and it looked like Wasps were going to be in the mix, obviously those comparisons between 08 sprung up. Does it kind of make you realise how lucky that group were to kind of, obviously the young guys, to come straight into a title winning side? Yeah,
for sure. My first couple of years straight off the bat was like, well, obviously I was in the academy, so I was watching Wasps go and win the Premiership in 2003 and 4 and those years. Then they did the double in 2004, I think it was. So obviously I wasn't involved, but I was in training like once or twice a week after school, and you'd get a sense of what the group's like. And then, you know, I was very fortunate to come into it. And the first year we went on to win Europe, and then the next year to win the Premiership. And you kind of think that it's just going to be like that every year. You just think, you know, having seen it from 15 to being in the squad at 17, 18, and then first 2 seasons winning 2 major cups, you just think, oh, this is how it's going to go, you know. And unfortunately it wasn't. It was more of a changing of the hand. At the time, we had a lot of people retire in 2008. Lawrence Daddio, we had Alex King the year before. You know, that group that had been so successful for so long kind of transitioned into, you know, their life after rugby. But yeah, it was frustrating, and to come back to Wasps and obviously to be part of a successful season, not quite getting to winning the trophy, you know, it's just given me more hunger for next season really, and this group's only going to get stronger and better for this experience.